So, a couple of weeks ago, Tesla updated the iOS app for your iPhones that will allow Apple Watch pairing to work with it. It was not active unless you had the holiday update in your vehicle. We finally got that. We did our initial walkthrough for you guys showing what features were going to be in the watch. Now, I want to show you how it is once it's paired and how to pair it. Spoiler alert, it is the simplest pairing process ever. You literally just launch the app and click pair watch, and within about 5 to 7 seconds it's done. We do this for both our vehicles. Hopefully it gives you an idea of what to expect. I hope, as Tesla typically does, we will receive updates for the watch app now, just like we do for its regular mobile app, and we should be able to change the compilations. They might add some new things to it and the ability to move and select what sits where on the watch interface. So it would also help for you guys to know the requirements for the new Tesla Apple Watch app, and there's about 3 or 4 items you have to adhere to be able to use the app in its full capacity. So the first thing is going to be, and these are all from Tesla's own website, you actually need an Apple Watch Series 6 or Watch SE 2 or higher, including an Apple Watch Ultra 1 or newer, and they have to be running watchOS 11.0. The Tesla app itself needs to be running 4.39.5 or newer. And obviously, the Tesla firmware needs to be the holiday update in the form of 2024.44 or newer. So there's a reason for these. Apple said it's due to some of the requirements from the calls from the app control. I'm assuming it has to be API-wise or something of that nature. But without getting too technical in this, you have to have these model Apple Watches and running watchOS 11 in order to be able to use the Apple Watch feature when downloading the Tesla app itself, or else you will not see the Apple Watch option for your Tesla app through your Apple Watch. Just something to keep in mind. All right, so in the Cybertruck, and you can see we have our Apple Watch on our wrist, and we have the new compilation added here for our actual Cybertruck, or actually just for Tesla vehicles in general. Once you have it set up and you have the holiday update, you can now select Setup Watch Key, and you can see just how quick it actually syncs and finishes, and that's it. Once you say OK, you will get the notification on your actual phone itself that the watch has been set up as a key for your vehicle, and you have all of your typical controls that you normally would. So if you wanted to go ahead and lock it, you can tap it right there and lock it, unlock it right from there. You have your fan control speed if you'd like to actually start or stop your AC. I'm going to go ahead and turn that back off. You have a front control here, which I'm not a huge fan of, simply for the fact that it's not the most ideal position and could be easily tapped, but it does at least give you a confirmation note. Are you sure you want to go ahead and open the front? Yes or no? So we'll go ahead and click out of that. And then on the top left, you do have the ability to hop between multiple vehicles if you have. So we were on our Cybertruck. Let's go to our Model 3. And kind of similar to what we just did, let's go ahead and set up the watch as a key. And mind you, we're not actually in the vehicle, but we're close enough to it, and it paired the exact same way. And you can see here as well what those setting controls are. The display does look a little different. It's not as cyberpunky, but it looks like your typical Tesla vehicle launcher. And the controls are exactly the same. If you do scroll down, you do have some other features here, but you cannot currently edit these. Keep that in mind. You can only close the trunk, close the charger port, flash your lights, or honk the horn, and reset the watch key. So it is still somewhat limited. And again, even if you jump back into the Cybertruck, these limits still apply for that. It's the exact same as you had on the Model 3, I'll bet with a tailgate option instead of a trunk for obvious reasons. Aside from that, I am super excited to have this update here. I think it's going to be very fun and useful. You can see sometimes there is a little glitch there that it just kind of flip-flopped between the Model 3 and the Cybertruck, even though I was laying on one, not over the other, and I've selected the Cyber Owl to be the default here. Interesting, but no big deal. There's no other settings you have to actually worry about in the app, in the vehicle itself. As long as your mobile app and watch and actual vehicle have the necessary software, you are good to go.